Hey guys, welcome back to the film room. Really excited to have you guys today for another episode of the Drive of the Week. This week we'll be looking over Josh Allen's drive in the third quarter against the Los Angeles Rams. I think there's a lot of awesome stuff going on, especially from Josh Allen. I think this drive shows that he is the prime MVP candidate this year, next to Saquon Barkley. He made all the right decisions up and down the field. You love to see it from him. I love Josh Allen, and I really wanted to make this episode. So if you don't mind, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It means a whole lot to me. And you're always welcome to follow me on X. The link is in the description below. And with that all out of the way, let's get right into the breakdown. After a quick screen pass to Curtis Samuel for little gain, Josh Allen has himself a 3-by-1 formation with a China concept to his trips and a stop route, or what is known as a Harvey in the Sean Payton tree. Allen has a good idea that the Rams are in some form of too high defense because the safeties are off the hash at 12 yards and are on the same level. But the Rams are really playing cover 6, which is cover 2 to the boundary and cover 4 to the field. One of the most common calls to make at the collegiate and professional levels is to make a stubby or mini call. I've seen this call a lot in my time in college. This is a coverage to a 3-receiver side where the corner is locked on man to man with the outside wide receiver. The apex defender is responsible for number 2, vertical and out, and the backer's responsibility is to wall number 3, preventing any quick route inside. Since the Bills are run in China, Knox, who is the number 3 to the trips, is the one with a vertical route. So Quentin Lake is now responsible for carrying him vertical. Christian Roseboom now has to latch on to Shakir, who is still on the underneath route. Allen scans to his left, looking for his underneath routes, which are both covered up nicely. He then resets to James Cook coming out of the backfield, who picks up 8 yards. Allen goes for the QB sneak and converts, giving the Bills a fresh set of downs. Then he goes hurry up to a bunch set to the field. Buffalo has an RPO bubble drawn up to Dawson Knox and zone lined up for James Cook. But the Rams, once again, are in a too high shell. Kitchens is sneaking up, however. This is because he is the lever defender. This is because Buffalo has Cook lined up away from him in the backfield. He can afford to be more aggressive in the run fit. Josh Allen decides to eye up the bubble because of numbers and spacing. With Christian Roseboom reading his key quickly and Jared Verse caught in space, Allen rips the bubble to Knox, allowing him to pick up an easy 5 yards. Here, Buffalo is in a 2-by-2 set, running levels to the field and some form of smash to the boundary. The Rams love showing a too-high shell. They're in it once again, but they're actually playing cover 1 rat. The cover 1 part is pretty self-explanatory. The Rams are playing man-free, but the rat part is essentially a robber underneath. Instead of a safety, it's actually a linebacker. By running this coverage, LA is trusting their guys in man-to-man coverage and also trusting their defensive line to create pressure with a 4-man rush. The rat here on display is Omar Speights. His responsibility is to follow the QB eyes underneath. This is usually helpful against quick hot routes and serves as a simple QB spy as well. The smash fails to get open and the levels are all covered up. However, the one problem with running this coverage against Josh Allen is that if you don't get him with your defensive line or your spy, he will make you pay. He runs all the way up the sideline to pick up 30 yards. Buffalo, once again, winds up in the same formation and tries a big play concept called Reno. Reno is a post by the number 1 and a wheel by the number 2, while the running back finds a void left by the wheel. Knox is on a deep over trying to find space, while Samuel, who is on a shallow cross, finds a spot. The Rams actually passed this concept off really well. Darius Williams sniffs out the wheel, and the half safety caps off the post. This forces Allen to come to his backside quickly, where he finds Samuel, allowing him to pick up a first down with his legs. After a couple of touches by James Cook and an incomplete pass to Khalil Shakir, Joe Brady dials up a 3-by-1 concept, catching LA completely off guard. Brady calls up X Harvey F Shock. If you remember from earlier, Harvey is our 9-yard stop route that Amari Cooper, who is our X, is going to run. On the other side, F Shock tells us that Shakir is going to be on a 6-yard stick route. He was going to run away from his defender against man coverage, but he was sit in the void against zone coverage. Outside, Knox is going to run a 5-yard hitch route to keep the cornerback honest. If the cornerback decides to bail, Knox is the first read and will likely get the ball. Lastly, Mac Hollins will be running a slot fade against Quentin Lake, a free safety. Allen has free reign to pick his one-on-one matchup as he sees fit. This means he can either throw to Harvey to Cooper or he can throw the slot fade to Holland. So when Allen sees the Rams rotating Cam Kirk down to the weak side to play cover one, Allen immediately knows that Hollins is isolated in a favorable matchup and drops the slot fade in a perfect spot for Hollins to get, resulting in a touchdown. There were a lot of drives from this game that I could have broken down, but I specifically chose this one because it showed Josh Allen's ability to control an offense. They went no huddle for most of the drive, up and down the field, made great decisions, made great throws, and obviously he had that little clip in there where he scrambles for 30 yards. I think Josh Allen is the prime MVP candidate. I think him and Saquon Barkley are up there, and nobody else is touching them. Allen has not so great weapons on offense and a lackluster defense, and he's leading his team to the number 2 seed in the AFC. They beat the Chiefs, who are the number 1 seed in the AFC. He is so good. He has a rocket for an arm, and he has legs that can outrun most anybody. I would not be surprised if Josh Allen won MVP this year. Absolutely not surprised. I'm really excited to see how the Bills do in the playoffs. Maybe playing the Ravens or Chargers or Broncos. We'll see this coming week how the playoff picture shapes out. But really excited for what they got in Josh Allen. I think he's a great player, and I have a lot of respect for him. Thank you for stopping by today's Drive of the Week. If you don't mind, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it if you did. Can't wait to catch you guys later, and see you in the next one.